Whoa, 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 we're back for some more Bleach Soul Resonance, and we are back on Neliel. So, I have raised her to level 90. She now has and I do have to finish this off, so I guess I'll do this, but you can see, by the way, my money is gone. I had 3 million, mind you. I had 3 million playing around, but I have now raised all of her skills. I'm gonna do her weapon right here in front of you, and you can see that I am rapidly descending from my money pile. So if you ever think that you have enough con, then boy do I got a bridge to sell you, because as I've always said, one of the things that depletes the moment a character comes out is that con. And thankfully we do have the new trial tower, which will refresh sometime during this celebration. So there we go, 2800 attack, 22,900 power. All of her skills raised except for this one, because she's not level 100, so I cannot actually get access to this, which means that in total she currently has 26% base crit chance. It's not being evaluated here, but she has 5% here, and in battle she will have this bonus 21.87 crit chance, so 26% crit chance in total, right? That is great. Her stamp is done. Again, I have nothing on her otherwise, and we're going to be trying to get her bond, her special bond, uniquely for her eventually. So until then, it is time to do a little crafting of gear, right? I need some gear. We're going to go for a... I don't know. Because she gets 20%. Again, she gets 25% in total from this passive in battle. So she won't need as much as other characters. Maybe I could end up seeing myself going with a very different build than I usually would. Just because, I don't know, like, do I really need a crit rate second piece if I have, you know, this, that, and the third amount of crit to start with? Like, if every character started with 20% bonus crit rate, then you'd probably reconsider, right? So just until then, yeah, I don't know. This piece is gonna elude me for a bit. We did do some daily runs. I'm gonna be, as you can imagine, I will be back in the mines, trying to restore my con here once the cameras turn off here, once the recording stops. But for now, let's just do this so that my cup doesn't runneth over while I'm doing this. Let's go to backpack. Character shards or consumables, here we are. Use, and let's just see a little bit of what we get, right? So these are 50% off. 27, 55. Okay, so it still should be 20% off. So we're just gonna see what we get here. Let's do, I don't know. Let's do 15 pieces. Let's just see what we get. 15 pieces, spin the wheel, see what we get. And slash damage, she's not slash, so it's nothing. Defense is nothing. Thrust, but the substats are so bad. HP is nothing. Rear damage is nothing. No. Wow, pretty bad rolls on this early charge. Ult charge rate could be interesting. I don't know how hungry she is for ult charge rate. We got a brick though. Oh my god, nothing even close to usable on this first go around. So I guess we'll go back in for another 15. See how it goes. And no. Thrust damage, but those substats are killing me. Nothing on those substats, huh? Crit damage, crit rate, attack, ailment damage bonus. I wish it was attack percent. I do wish it was attack percent. I do have to remember that she's getting a 2-piece crit damage. So that is like really important, because maybe I don't actually want a crit damage main stat, but she could just have so much. I'm gonna keep that just to speculate it. At minimum, it could be a sort of like a poverty piece. It could be a piece I end up using. Ooh, I kind of like this. Again, I'm gonna keep that as a little poverty piece maybe. Crit rate here, ailment damage bonus. Get her up to like 100. Those other substats just aren't that good though. I don't want it. Attack percent, crit rate, ailment damage bonus, attack again. Crit damage. So close. So we just got that crit rate or something. Double attack percent, ailment could be something. Double crit rate, ult charge, and ailment. I'm gonna keep that. That's kind of interesting. I want to speculate on that. Attack percent main stat, kind of a poverty piece, honestly. Ult damage or ult recharge, ailment. I'm actually gonna go back to this poverty piece. That one attack. Oh wait, no, it's not attack percent though. No, I can't do it. Okay, we're just gonna go back in. So we're gonna continue to sort of speculate on what we get here. We'll see. Defense, no. Defense, no. What is up with defense on these one pieces, man? Strike damage, no. Nothing really. Attack percent here. Ooh, I kind of like that piece. Attack percent, double attack percent, ult charge, ailment, and crit damage. I like that piece a lot. That makes crit rate on the second piece look really good to me. Attack percent, crit damage, ailment, ult charge. I kind of like that as a poverty piece. Crit rate, ailment, attack percent. I like that poverty piece. And this isn't good enough. Ult charge, crit rate, attack. Ooh, I kind of fuss with that. I kind of fuck with that low key. Okay, so we've got a few pieces here. Maybe again, you know, maybe we won't end up using these pieces forever, but I do want a little summoning, or not summoning, a crafting session, so people know what I'm looking for. Strike damage, meh. Slash damage, whoa. I wish this piece wasn't like a thrust damage on the 3-piece, because this is an insane piece of gear, dear God, but is unusable to us. Nothing here. Looks like we're going out with a little bit of a whimper. Ailment damage bonus, no. Ultimate charge, crit rate, crit damage. If this was just attack, man, this would be perfect. That would be perfect, but okay, looks like we're going into, so we can go out, and now we can go into our intermediate crafts, and we'll do the same here. We're just gonna blow through these ones because there's gonna be a lot of purples. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, we're not going down there. Attack percent, attack, no. No. Give me some crit rate, baby. Crit damage, crit rate, ailment damage, ult charge. I kind of like that. Attack percent, crit damage, crit rate. That defense is not good. I do not like that defense at all. Okay, so let's go see what we've essentially ended up with in total. I mean, we have a ton of resources to farm, but thankfully we can kind of get an overview of what we're looking for here. So let's go to All Memories, Ninth Anthem, and it looks like this is the only piece we really have as our saved. I mean, it looks amazing, if I'm honest. The rest don't really look that good, so yeah, let's go and equip that. We'll go here to the second piece. So we got a crit rate, ailment damage, ultimate charge rate, crit rate, attack percent, crit damage, crit rate looks really good too. I like the fuck out of that piece. My thing is going to be that if any of these hit HP, if either of these two hit HP, it's done. If this hits defense, it's done. If this hits defense, it's done. And so on and so forth. This piece is crazy value. If we can get our crit rate up, the rest of these, yeah. So, it'll depend on where we get our crit rate in the end, because we do need that crit rate to shine through. The crit damage will shine inherently, but we do need crit rate to shine through. So, of these two, attack percent versus ult charge. We'll have to see. I'm still not sure. This is an obviously include. I mean, oh, we have ult charge there, so maybe we don't go the ult charge one. Maybe we go the attack percent one. That should be enough by far. So, okay, let's for now, let's give this a look. Let's speculate on this. So, boom, HP. We're done. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing HP on that. We could just try here. If this goes HP, we get out. Ailment damage. Go again. I don't like that. I do not like that. I do not like that. I think I'm out. I think I'm out. I don't want to waste the resources on bullshit, essentially. Let's instead take a look at our other pieces, which we do like. So currently we have this equipped, but we're gonna remove that because I don't think that piece has value later. We'll look at the pieces that we do have that we like. So let's go ahead and get these up. We're not looking for anything particular here. All of our stats look really good. Ailment damage, double. I guess we should just 1 second go to stats here and what does the game recommend? Ailment damage, crit rate, crit damage. So no attack percent. It does not desire attack percent. So that is certainly something. Ailment damage. This crazy piece, by the way. Actual like Mondo piece. What the fuck? So in total, we got a triple ailment damage, a little ult charge, and crit damage. I like that piece. Give me this star. And it is a special attack, which he does a lot. So I'll take that. That looks good. Everything goes up, and we'll max that there. I fucks with that piece heavy. Again, we're gonna need crit rate to come through at some point, but I do like that piece. And she does have crit rate passively. So let's try here. Where we would want this to not hit the flat attack, obviously. The attack immediately. It's not really ruined. I don't think so. I don't know. It looks like these other two pieces just really didn't hit in the way I want them to. They really didn't hit the way I wanted them to. And I'm not too interested in going all in for a piece that just doesn't really amount to anything. Any of these more interesting for me in the like immediate ailment damage here, crit damage. I would like a little more crit rate if I'm honest. Could we filter by crit rate? Oh wait. Is that basic stat, advanced stat filter? I don't. You know, I've realized that I actually have no idea what that tab does. Let's see. Crit rate here. Attack, crit rate, but this main stat is just garbage. Oh, you know what it is? It's the basic stat filter is whatever. I need to put crit rate here. That's what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. Ultimate charge, crit rate, attack, defense, ult charge, crit rate damage, crit rate damage, but you know, main stat's bad. Let's try here just to see what we get. This might be something we go in a little bit on. Defense, ugh, feels so bad. Yeah, I don't think so. For now, I think we'll go with the one that brought us. We'll continue here. We get crit rate. This is probably not going to be a piece we bring to 25 is all, or to 30. Yeah, we're not gonna. This one's not going to 30, but we'll use it for now. I'm actually gonna unlock it because I will not be using it long term. So we have two pieces. Again, like I said, I'll bring this to 25 just because why not? And in the meanwhile, I guess with, you know, that being true, we're going to go back and where is, yeah, there we go. Go back and we could play around with this again. Ailment damage, ult charge. I kind of like this one more. Let's see. Ult charge is good, or ult charge is good. We'll go 5 there. That's fine. That's fine for now. That's not a piece we need to bring up or anything. We'll hold on to that for a while. We'll hold on to that. That'll just be our little secret right there. We don't need to finish a character in one session ultimately. And we can take a look at stats here. So up to 33,549, a 4,191 attack, and this says 44%, but this should be more like 65%. Let's just give it a quick check again. Yeah, 65%. So actually closer to 65%, you know, close to a 65-70%. We got a bunch of ultimate recharge rate, which might not be the best, honestly. We might want to change that in the future, but for now, I just think that, I don't know, it feels like ult recharge could be good, right? We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. We'll continue to test her out, but with no bond present yet, let us go. I mean, she would be getting this. We can't get that. Increase damage by 32% during battle. And once it's 80%, it's not going to be. Increase all damage by 10% during battle. That could be interesting. Give her the Eisen setup. Extra. Yeah, let's do that. Just we'll see how she feels. But obviously we're just gonna want this one in total. So yeah, for now that'll be our girly pop. Only about 600, 700 away from Eisen, who by comparison does just literally have like 30s. Again, Geen has 30s, so her just having the one and missing out on this one is not the biggest deal. I would prefer to wait for more fulfilling gear. I don't want to rush it. I would, we're free to play here. We're free to play on this channel. I don't want to rush gear. I don't want to ever rush gear. I don't want to ever think that, we need to get the perfect thing the same day that the character releases. We can come back. We can, look at all that we've sort of gotten and reconfigure. So we do get some stamps back. We do go down to 340,000 con. I guess I know what I'll be spending some of my stamina on going forward, because we gotta get our money back. Let's go and put Neliel in the front. This is your model. Looks pretty cool. Does she have the 3 on her back? Yeah, it's sick. That's sick, dude. So there is Neliel. There is our girl. She is definitely pretty cool. I'm glad we finally got an Arankar character. But yeah. Hopefully your crafting luck went a little better than mine. Do look out for the trial tower to return. That is not where I meant to go. The trial tower to return in 6 days. So in a week and some change, we'll have the trial back, and we'll actually be able to, farm up these resources again and get a ton more crafting material, tons more gold. So if you're like, oh my god, like all of my resources are gone in one character, we just started, and in we've got 3 more weeks essentially to go. So like if you liked the video, subscribe to the club. We'll go make it, and peace.